It's recording. Yo, turn that over. Yo, we live right here. Megastar TV podcast 777-666. We got a special guest, one of my Megastar in-house producers, but he's doing his thing out here, heavy Philly. Yo, nice to have you, man.
Philly Entertainment.
Nice to have Philly More Entertainment, of course. You know what I mean? Yo, how you feeling today, man? Blessed?
I'm chilling. Looking at this morning still running with it. Trying to get as much work get done with my crippled mind, so. Other than that, I'm blessed.
That's one of your beats right there?
Yes, sir. The joint's called Oh Yeah. Just trying to remind them, oh yeah, we didn't this. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, man, like, what you been working on lately? What you got cooking up, man?
Still going up cruising right now, but I'm doing beats. I'm staying incremented and making beats. Of course, I'm doing it from my phone because I don't have my studio ready to run it yet, but that's soon to be running a little in-house joint. Doing art also, and a little bit of trying to get into acting. Trying to do a lot of things that I'm venturing into besides I'm a barber. I trade 32 years.
Okay.
And I try to, go off of my talents versus being a gopher and slave for for people, for that person.
Right.
I ain't gonna do that, but for what it is, I got more sense than that to be I am the machine.
Right.
I'm not a battery.
Of course, stay independent.
I'm not a battery. I'm a fucking leader.
Build your legacy.
So I should be.
Build your generational wealth. Build your generational
For
wealth.
sure. This is how everything got. This is how all companies get made. It starts from the seed and grows.
You gotta believe in yourself, have faith in yourself, Yes, a lot of people, they just wanna be able to just go get that easy check, that steady check, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta be able to go through the ups and downs. It's a lot of stuff that you gotta configure, You gotta stay with the wave, you gotta use technology, you gotta use technology in your advantage.
You gotta stay incremented and consistent. Anything you do, you gotta learn. There's always something new to learn in your craft, even if it's an eternal craft, a God-given gift. There's always something to learn. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, you gotta be consistent with your making a craft. If you gotta be an hour, 2 hours a day set aside for you to just build on your craft, I suggest you to do it. I'm not gonna tell you to do it because everybody's different. Right. But for me, you gotta spend at least 2 hours to 4 hours to maximum, or even more, whatever you can do, constantly working at your craft. Set aside out the day, every day that becomes your craft. But that becomes your motivation until it turns into a foundation. Your motivation turns into a foundation, a financial foundation for yourself.
Right.
And the reason why I'm saying that is because we got to get out of the mindset of working for somebody and working for ourselves.
Definitely, man. We all about that. We all about ownership. You know what I'm saying? That's what we got a song for ownership, Nipsey. You know what I'm saying? Me and you, we got a joint called The Renewal, like where it's like, transforming, you know what I'm saying? To another higher self, being the best version of yourself, coming out and like sharpening your sword, iron sharpen iron, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, like you say, never staying stagnated, always striving to be the best version of yourself. That's what it's all about,
Mm-hmm, for sure.
So like, yo, man, I saw like a clip on Jaguar Wright's post, and it was like, it really startled me to see that what he was going through, man. Like, it's one of the one of your top production that you ever produced that really went out there. Definitely, I want to get into that for the people, for the family, give them a little background on, how that happened.
Well, I mean, it was like, I would say this is around 2005, 2004, 2005, I made the beat. It was the situation how even coming into producing was I used to pay to go to the studio on 11th and Island, that's in Philadelphia.
Philly, shout out to Philly.
You know what I'm saying? And it was my boy T.Y. studio. Tahir Jamal worked out of the studio on numerous projects, but being that was my friend for years, like, I've known Tahir for about, at this time, it was about, we was 10 years in, knowing each other.
Right.
So I kind of like, you know, the whole thing when I was in affiliation, he did production affiliation. Albums we released on Tommy Boy back in 2000.
So you were signed to Tommy Boy Records?
Yes, sir.
2000?
In the year 2000.
What was the name of the group?
Affiliation.
Affiliation.
APHILYATEION. And we had numerous music on, we had music on distribution through Echo, Universal Distribution, and I forget the other one we released in Kodak in Denmark with Black Thought and Chief Kamachi. But that was also an album that was for sale. So around this time, you gotta remember Tahir was with us. And we look on the credits of those albums, he's present on those albums.
Yeah.
And this is where I got inspired from him because he could play 11 different instruments on the deck. So, you know, I would go to the studio, I beatbox the drum out, play the keys like this, wah, 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 or whatever, weird idea I came up with. Yeah. I would get him, he was like the remote controller. Or I was the car, he was the mocha, or however you want to put it. I had to direct him to do the beat.
Right.
So however you want to put it, he got tired of that shit. Like, nigga, I'm tired of that. I'm trying to smoke weed. I'm gonna sit back and chill while you do the beat.
Right.
So I said, cool. I mean, I ain't think nothing of it. I was feeling myself because I was like, yeah, fuck that. I'm gonna do it. I'm paying $50 an hour to do this shit. So
you have to pay $50 an hour?
Yeah, $50. Well, it wasn't his studio. It was guy T.Y. It was his studio.
Right.
And Tahir had to pay him, you know what I mean? So he had to get his little $10, $15 out of there,
yeah.
And T.Y. had to get his money. So I mean, respectfully, I was making $1,000 a week cutting in. I didn't give a fuck with $100. You know what I mean? To me, it was me, getting away from the outside things outside. Anybody knows how the streets roll. I was getting away from it, trying to do something positive.
Right.
I still had that positive jacket with affiliation success. So I was trying to build off of that. Like, I was trying to do an album, a solo album. Mm-hmm. So me doing my own beats sparked the interest, like, oh shit. You know what I mean? So anyways, I made 2 beats.
Yeah.
One was a reggae beat, the other one was a hip hop beat.
Oh, okay.
Slash, I put real drums in it, triggered through the Triton keyboard. Oh, and we had the MPC 2000 hooked up to the Triton, it was midied up to that. So
yeah.
I did my drum beat on the MP.
Nice.
And then went to the, I didn't even do the hi-hats on MP. I did the hi-hat, the bass line, the main chords on the Triton, because the clarity of it was different than the MP. We had to sample most of the shit from MP.
So do you export it from one beat machine to the next?
No, it's hooked up together. It's like one, the MP could trigger the Triton. Okay. So it's like, once I put that drum beat on there, I'm flying whatever I'm doing from the train while that drum beat's playing. I'm putting it, put it on that MP.
Okay.
So that could be we would use the MP basically for the sequence, like the sequence to beat. Yeah. That would we do like 4 bars at the beginning, intro, chorus. A verse 8 bars. To if it was 16 bars, I was gonna do 4, 8, 4 out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that was ran through. We could use Trinity. But the MPC was better. Mm. Like a lot of people like the SP1200 because of the sequencer. Mm-hmm. They have different little things you can do with it. Right. Different little doohickeys, make it the tone double, make it fade in and out, whatever. So that's why we use that. That's why we had it hooked up like that. From my understanding, that's what it was taught to me. And then when I did the beat, I seen it for myself. Like, oh, okay, you can actually do this. And so I did the beat. And mind you, these was only 2 beats I ever made myself. Okay. Besides doing the percussion, like beatboxing.
The first 2 beats you ever made?
Yes, the first 2 beats I ever made. Yeah. And so I wasn't thinking about copyrights. Let me do the poor man copyright to myself and do a seal mail stamp on it, federal seal on it. Yeah, I just went in and made the CD.
You should at least did the poor man copyright.
Yeah, I could have, but I wasn't thinking about it. It was the first.
Did you know about that at that time?
Huh?
Did you know about that at that time?
I found out about it later on down the line when I started making more beats and took it serious.
Right.
I was talking to my dad. My dad was like, "Man, you can pull copyright. We ain't always gotta pay for it." Back then we had to actually copyrights was through the mail. Like now you go online, people buy that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But back then you had to mail shit all the
I
time.
copyrighted something about sending it to the mail.
Yeah, so it was a little different.
Now
Whereas
you
now
just
it's
upload the
hands on.
song.
You can copyright 10 to 20 songs at a time. And one
Before you
copy.
was able to copyright multiple projects, you put like Black on the Song Volume 1 and put album by album literally under there, and then we copyright it as a compilation.
Okay, gotcha.
It literally just got into one time, like a couple of years back, which this is why, like, the copyright government, I'm a little like, I'm not feeling what they had did to me because I paid for a submission. This is like 50, you know what I'm saying? And then I did the same thing because they changed it with now you only put 20 songs.
Right.
So once I did that, and I thought it was still the same formula, they literally, you know what they did? They didn't even copyright the first 20 songs. They only copyrighted the first song. Because they said that I didn't get back to them or something. Like that they sent me an email that I didn't even see. You know what I mean? So it was like I paid $50 for that one submission. You know what I mean? So like copyright gov, y'all owe me. You know what I'm saying? Some more songs copyrighted. I'm dead ass. I'm coming for those. So you know what I mean? So back to like what happened.
So let's bring up the date. Mind you, around this time, I was indulging in the world of wet. Angel dust, for those that don't know, big rooms, sherm stick, black wet, red wet, whatever the fuck you want to call it. That's what I was indulging in. So my mind was scattered anywhere. I wasn't like outside the world of production. I didn't get high in the studio. I got high outside the studio. Okay. My outside life started overruling the inside life that I was trying to create. So a lot of shit got scattered and twisted. So we talking about 2004, 2005. I did this beat. Didn't think none of it. You know, CDs have a 5-year life expectancy to them anyway. Even if you store them, they have to be stored properly. So even if I stored it on a CD and mailed it to myself, I would have ran into that problem. You know what I'm saying? 5-year, 10-year expectancy. We're talking about 20 years ago, 20 plus years ago, this song was recorded. Yeah. I didn't find out.
You're saying the life expectancy of a CD?
Yes, emphatically, of a CD is 5 to 10 years.
So you're saying after 10 years of CD?
It starts to, when
I've never seen that happen with a CD.
But it start if it's not a top quality CD. You gotta remember, you buy multiple joints to buy I mean,
but you're gonna put it in the case, you're gonna put it in the case.
I ain't seen these crumbling. I had the back came off, that whole mirror part will fall off, start crumbling. Literally. After 5 or 10 years, them CDs got treated like virgin pussy.
That's what I said. You put it in a jewel case.
I wasn't there. I was getting wet, sir. I was smoking angel dust, sir.
No, I'm talking about the poor man after that.
The poor man, but again, you gotta remember your lifestyle determines where the fuck you at. You could be a you live in the streets and you can't separate the two. The streets is gonna eat your ass alive. So all that shit you built don't mean nothing. This is what I'm saying. The story is, I spent 20 years getting high. I did well, but I was fighting clean. When I got clean, when I moved to New York in 2019, I've been sober for 5 years.
Okay. Shout out to that.
You feel me? So in that, this is where I got my clarity of a lot of stuff. I'm listening to music, old songs. I'm starting to take in a lot of information, I'm reading a lot, I'm looking around a lot, I'm enjoying life for the first time in my life, drug free. Right. This is like being born again. And I'm hearing patterns, I'm starting to recognize my art skills. Mind you, I haven't painted, I started painting when I was 6 years old. I stopped at 12. At 12, I started cutting hair. I stopped at, I did that for 32 years. In the midst of me cutting hair, I was making beats at some point. Right. In the midst of all of that, the drugs was taking over. It didn't sit there and do push-ups while you smoking and you clear the beginning stage. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's doing push-ups. You get to a point where it's super strong and take over. Now you're just chasing the drugs. I'm saying fuck everything else. Not even, it got so big. I took a real pitfall in my life, which, for me to get to this direction where I'm at now, it was a lot of growing up I had to do mentally and spiritually. And with that, And I always, you know,
So
just
how did
me, I was fucking
how did you do that, like mentally and spiritually, for people who's trying to going through that right now,
well,
like out there,
my
like, you know,
journey,
how would you say the most thing that people be able to do that? Because some people never be able to turn back, you know.
well, I mean, I can, for me,
Yeah.
everybody's triggers are different, everybody's recovery is different. But for me, I had to be burnt out by my addiction. And that's what started my recovery.
Gotcha.
You know, I've been to probably 4 detoxes in my life. Out of 4, I got clean. I've been in one intense detox for 90 days. I went to a 30-day detox that was minimal. And all that was court reprimanded, or I was told I had to do. When it resonated with me is when I hit rock bottom, and I had like the last day I got high. I was before I came to New York. This was in December 2019, probably December 1st, or probably not even that, October, because I had to stay in detox.
Right.
So it was probably late October because it was a 30-day job. But when I got clean in that moment, because when I got in there, first of all, I had a steaming headache. I had a headache all day. That's what my burnt out part was. My burnt out part was I was dealing with this distasteful looking fat Joe. I don't want to say, you know, but I was dealing with, you know, a woman that I would have never have dealt with, and it was like degrading myself and putting myself under certain, you know, stress and bull crap that I didn't have to because she had a house and she wanted to get high also. So it was like I went from buying dippers to buying ounces of juice. Her money, not mine. They're her money. You understand? And I was like, I just had an epiphany. I said, yo, I can't live like this. So I grabbed like 3 bags, 2 bags of clothes and my clippers, and I left her crib. You know what I'm saying? I go to, you know what I mean? And this is like 8 o'clock at night. So I had to find somewhere to stay. And a friend of mine, this girl, she was a lesbian. I was gonna stay with her, but she was doing what she was doing. I slept outside overnight at the bus stop. When I, you know, and I was dusty, you know what I'm saying? But when that shit wore off, I had a headache. And this was like, I watched the moon turn to the sun. You know what I mean? All night long. It was raining. I was sitting at the bus stop with the cover over. Just sitting there, contemplating what I'm gonna do in my life. My life started flashing before me because it never happened before. And again, this is my rock bottom. Other people are different. It takes them 20 times to go through that before they hit rock bottom. But me, the first time, nah, I ain't going out like that. So I made, you know, up in my mind that I know my food stamps was coming out and my little cash assistance was coming up. So I was going to take that money and whatever else I could, you know, hustle up, and I was out. I was trying to go to, I went to a couple days beforehand. I found out that the old fund in Philadelphia wasn't connected with the Ready, Will, and Able in New York. So with them not being connected, I was able to come out to New York and start the program over. I was seeing it for the first time, but that's a different story.
So you did it in Philly, but then you switched it to New York.
Yeah. The program is like, you can't, they give you a urine every day or every twice a week. Sometimes, depending on the high rate of dirty urines, they might do it every day. But for the most part, it was twice a day urine. You had time to get yourself together, work, and make money. You know, they had a weight room in there to get you, you know, eat good, eat meals, 3 meals every day. And you get to work out and then work in the field. Back into society. For me, people, places, and things was Philadelphia. Even though I tried it in Philly the first time I got clean, being I was in Philly, the people, the places, the things.
Yeah, people, places, and things, you gotta stay away from
that. So that's
what
staying your
vibe, like all these, those are triggers.
Right.
Get you right back.
You might say something, I'm not trying to get high, and then here comes a buddy.
I was in Telly House, shout out to Newark. When I did my bid, I came back, I was in the halfway house. We had to go through different phases of like
different
counseling, different things, like, and just like, you know, basically understanding the whole process. Like, even like me, I really, you know, I smoke, you know what I mean, drink, whatever, but even as then, most people in there be like, nah, I ain't an addict, you feel me? But in there, like it's considered it's an addict, any substance, any vice that you do. So like that was number one, just facing like yourself to be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? At first they don't even want to say that, I'm an addict, but that's what I'm saying, just the naive part of it. So going through that, I know about it. It was a double community, like you know what I'm saying, thinking win-win. You know, the 5 P's, proper preparation prevents poor performance. All of these different things that I like from sensing there, like that shit was like, I remember it was like almost like, it was in Newark, it was like, you had they had it like where it got a little, because it was called, what would you call them? I forgot, navigators or something like that. Where they actually invite you up too, but they actually just in there just like you feel me? They locked up. But it's like they could, so it's like almost like, and then you get a demerit and then you have to do some shit like you can't get a furlough. So that shit got serious, you know what I mean? But that's a whole nother thing. But it created where you would have to be on point. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So once I started getting clear and I'm listening to music, bringing back up to date, after I went through certain phases. I had to go through it twice, you know what I'm saying? And what made me go back at it again is because I like the structure and it helped me the first time, but the key that I didn't recognize was that I was still in Philly. So I had to get out of Philly. And I did about 5 years ago. I was listening to a lot of music and I'm listening to this Root song, this album. And this one song out of it just caught me like, what the? And you know, I'm puzzled. But it sounds good. I'm loving the track. I'm loving the people that's on it. They're on point.
Yeah.
Like Young Boy on it, he killing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, hold up. That's my motherfucking beat.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? That's my motherfucking beat.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Like I'm like, yo, hold up. And I still wasn't mad. I'm like, I was kind of happy. For me, it made my day. Somebody's got to do it.
I mean, who won the
Mac Dub, Gene Gray, Devin the Dude, and Black Thought. You understand? And then we kind of find out this song sold 100,000 units in the first week. One of the first 2 beats I made in my life myself.
Wow.
Sold 100,000 units the first week and go on to selling the 1.5 million.
We sold like 160. We sold like
160 the first week?
160 the first week.
Yeah. 160 the first fucking week. So I'm like, at this point, I'm like, hold the fuck up.
That's amazing.
But here's the funny thing. We're gonna go back in time from being up to the present. I found out that Tahir Jamal was going through some funny things in his life. His mother died. This is the guy that's supposed to be. His mother died, his father died. And he lost his mind on it since. He hasn't been right because the dude was gone. Like, shit that he wasn't doing, he was an alcoholic, he's alcoholic now. Like heavy, like he drinks big bottles of Henny, like Kool-Aid. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, back then he just used to smoke weed. And I'm like, oh, so I would go see him and just, just bust it up. And one particular time he had a notebook, black and white little notebook. And I swear this man had about 50 people in this book that were singing or either singing or rapping on his tracks that were stolen from him.
You said he had 50 people
He had 50 people, artists, big artists. I won't even get into that. But he had big artists in there that either a third party took that beat that he was working with and did the same thing he did to me. But he was telling me this, and it was an offbeat. It was an offbeat. It's like me coming over talking about I smothered the jaw last night, and you going to like, yeah, man, that's crazy. All these niggas stole beats from me, you know what I mean? What, and all this, that, and I don't know how it happened because I was over such and such crib in New York. Or I was at the studio in New York, you know what I mean, with such and such making beats.
So do you think that was true or that
he
was
trying to indirectly tell me what he did to me.
What he did to you.
Exactly.
But it was a lie though, right?
His shit was true.
It was true that it did
happen to him. But he was, why, I thought about that now. Why would you, if I'm talking about I'm smutting a girl, you talking about niggas stealing beats from you in that same conversation, it's weird. But you gotta remember this man's losing his mind.
Yeah.
When last time, before that, when I was working as an assistant chef at Campbell's place, I would see him on the corner beating a drum with a change bucket on, literally. Getting changed. This man got platinum records on his belt. He got numerous Roots album songs. He did shit for Usher. He did shit for Chris Brown. This nigga is a known motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? It's pop. He worked at Philly International. That's a big deal. You know, all of us knew the whole thing. Like, we all come up in that hip-hop world and music world. My dad's a drummer, been a drummer for the 3 degrees. My aunt Helen shows you the 3 degrees. You understand? So I come from a certain background that put me with a certain field of people that I don't feel, oh, listen, fucking regular people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But when you have a friend that you knew before that do something like that to you, I still was helping this man out. I was giving him food. I didn't even know he stole from me. Because that's the type of dude I am.
Right.
But the thing, this is where I get hurt because I'm like, you could have told me, bro. You know, I got 2 kids. I got a baby I am. You know, I got an older son and you knew him since he was 1 year old. Why do that to me? And you got money.
And that's crazy because then, like, you would think that you would hear that from a grimy artist or a person that got all that, like, trying to be on some gangster shit or whatever. Or some niggas will tell you, like, but like them, they're more conscious. They're more like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you wouldn't even suspect that they would do something like that. But do you think that he did that due to the fact that it happened to him? Like, you know, a lot of people they get right and now they wanna, you know, they wanna.
People get caught up in that money. I mean, money is the root of all evil. And if you look at society and look how money is the ruler, you know what I'm saying? It's the ruler. And, you know, people get lost. They get lost in the fame, their lifestyle gets overexceeding they, you know, what they make. Probably trying to replace shit, trying to make shit, trying to fake shit, whatever. But how it goes, you know, the people, it tears friends up. The best way to lose a friend is through money. You want to lose a friend, loan a motherfucker some money. Don't expect it back. Just, you know, just close that door. You know what I mean? That's how I'm at with it. I'd rather close that door. If you burn, okay. You know what I'm saying? So, but.
Like, meaning if they don't.
Yeah, you just expecting not gonna come back and use it as a tool to say, fuck it, you can't come again and do it. You know what I'm saying? Cut that door while it's there.
You would still give it knowing that he would do it?
Well, I don't, yeah, he probably would. I mean, if given a chance, yeah.
No, I mean, you knew that?
Oh, I know that. Yeah, I would never do nothing about it. Yeah, I know for a fact. If he did it once, he'd do it again.
Yeah, of course.
Come on, he'll do it again.
So with that situation, like, what are you gonna do to rectify that situation?
Well, I'm currently seeking legal action. I was instructed by my publishing company to try to rectify it with the individuals, the producer. Getting at him was crazy because I know he's gone. His mind gone, so I had to go find out who was his handler. And that came out to being another good friend of mine, Dice Raw. You know what I'm saying? And then going through that, getting told, oh, I wasn't his, he wasn't signed to my label. I didn't have anything to do with dude, and you should go. But if that's the case, if they took your beat, you need to get paid for it.
Yeah.
Whack, or compensation, whatever how he worded it in my email, my text.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, so now you're lying to me. Because he ate off of it. Then when I look on the back of the album, there's 14 people back there as far as the lyricists that ain't rapping, getting paid off my joint. Mind you, this is, you gotta remember, no.
So they was like giving their homeboys credits on the album type shit.
It's evident.
People that wasn't.
It's evident. It was just me and Tyre in the studio. So only names as far as the production should be on is me, Tyre, and the rappers that
So
on.
how do you put?
Now, if they had something between the rappers and somebody
How do you put everybody and their mother, but then put you?
I guess I would have been just like I said, me and Tyre.
You think maybe
Tyre did the
you
overtones.
think maybe the beat got lost in the chords, like where they didn't know who did the beat, maybe?
The Roots, listen, they know because the Roots never had.
So it was definitely
you gotta
intentional.
remember when the Roots came out, they weren't hip hop. They had a band. They were a band.
Okay.
So if you want to know the story behind that, when we did the first song we did with the Roots on Affiliation, I had to coach Black Thought. Not saying I'm better than him, because Black Thought's a hell of a lyricist. Get some good.
Right.
He didn't know how to rap over a hip hop beat, because if you're going over a band, the drummer can adjust. They can change the pitch, make it faster or slower if you slow down and speed up, and it all sound groovy. But when you rap it over a beat that's playing one way, you gotta rap that way, or be it a warfare style around that beat to make it entertaining. Busta Rhymes and Master ain't doing that. You know what I mean? So him journeying into that world, I had to show him a little bit, and he got it. And then from there on, you got certain albums that came out afterward that were more hip hop based to get that hip hop fan. They were getting a white crowd fan, which is good. But you doing rock arenas, you doing jazz clubs. Now you're doing Hot 97 jams. Now you're going, you know what I mean? You're doing different venues. You're getting different world of people.
Right.
So yeah, but I'm not taking nothing from the artistry or none of that. I'm just saying stating facts. They were not.
So it wasn't real right. Is
They
it?
were a band.
I heard through the grapevine there was other artists that was claiming that they got jerked too. You said it was bad.
I don't really want to speak on theirs.
Yeah, no, but
as far as
allegedly.
oh, you're talking about other artists I work with?
Other artists that allegedly didn't do good business with also.
Oh yeah. I heard something about for a fact their bass player, Hubbard, sued them for whatever he sued them for, and this was a bass player in the band. So I don't know. It's countless of artists. I don't want to speak for them.
I wish you the
Jaguar's another one.
Deserve,
Jaguar's another artist that got jerked over
I
real
wish
bad.
you get all your just due. You know what I mean?
Well, the reason why I was told to talk it out with them, because if I wouldn't be suing them per se, I'd be suing the label.
Yeah.
I'm not suing them. It's not tarnishing nothing between our relationship, or if it can ever be salvaged in a relationship on a personal level, because at the end of the day, we all men. Yeah. And you got to stand for the wrongs as well as your rights in life. If you can't admit your faults, then fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Everything I've been through, everything I did, if you want to know, come holler at me and I'll talk to you about it. You know what I'm saying? But I never did anything intentionally to hurt anybody. I never put nobody in a situation in my camp, you know what I'm saying, to fuck them over. It was always somebody in my camp trying to fuck me over. Maybe I got more bitches than niggas. Maybe I had curly hair. Who knows? Maybe it's because, people, niggas can be bitches too. Not part of my language, but niggas can act funny too. You understand what I'm saying? So you gotta be, you gotta take the good with the bad. Like, come on. And sometimes you don't know that at the beginning, you find it out at the end. But just hope it don't be too late that some people lose their life behind hanging with snakes. This is a prime. Jam Master Jay died because of his friends. It wasn't no dude, that's Jam Master Jay, I know he got money. That was his homies he grew up with. So if you ask me, the people that can fuck you over is the niggas that know
like even
or know much about you than the rap. The average dude, because they know how you move, if you got a gun, if you can fight.
You know Big L, that happened like his brother, he was in the game. He owed some people money, he ducked and dodged and they
and they came and got him.
That's one of the stories that I heard and have been authenticated through. But shout out to McGraw, different people that I know through the grapevine. You know what I mean? That's a sad thing. That's why people gotta watch what you're doing, because sometimes the devil works in mysterious ways. It's like God, you think you're only doing things and you ducking and dodging, they can come back to your family. So you gotta be careful with that. The people out there that's doing dirty.
Family, anybody that.
No, we talking about when you're doing dirt in the street and then they can't get you because you ducking and dodging and they leave spills back to one of your loved ones.
No.
That's what happened with Big Al. So that's a tragedy. You feel me?
No, but I was about to say, you know what I mean? Family can get you fucked over too, directly or indirectly. Let's not make it seem like this shit is not a real thing. It's motherfuckers that know it. If they know more than the average and they want what you got, they gonna get it. Satan plays through people. Satan is an energy. And if you accept him in your life, he gonna run your ass rampant. This is what I'm trying to tell you, and only people that can fuck you is the motherfucker.
Some people think that you gotta be down with the Illuminati to sell out, whatever.
Well,
some people is actually selling out already on their own,
that's a
and they
different
even
mindset.
getting paid for it.
But that's a different
on another level, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a different mindset. Ain't nothing but a different chamber of the demonic world. You know what I'm saying? Like most, one of the best reasons that I came up in my mind why I stopped rapping. I mean, I love hip hop, but for me, the things that I was
like
seeing and knowing and looking at
like
people
all of the gay shit that's in the industry, like you know what I'm saying? Like behind the scenes situation, like all of the politics and everything. Like when we was kids, we used to actually sit back and think like this dude is just talented or whatever. This dude is really a hot artist. But when it come down to the come down, what was happening was it's a whole lot of other different things. This person's a part of this person's a part of that. You know what I'm saying? Different things. And at first when that stuff was coming out, it was like, oh, that's speculation, that's bullshit. Like I remember a lot of people barely even believed that shit. Right. It was called conspiracy theory, but I believed it from the start as soon as I heard it. You know what I mean? Because I knew I said to myself, I'm an artist. I done actually went there and did over hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of showcases and everything like that, bro. Like I'm talking about all types of people that can authenticate what I'm saying. You know what I mean? I got proof, I got tickets, I got flyers, everything. So what I'm saying is in the sense of, you know, when you actually putting in that work and you seeing all these different artists, you be like, damn, these artists is better than artists in the industry. Like after you start really going on top of the joint, like damn, why this? Or you see people that get in there and then all of a sudden they can't make it to a certain level. You get what I'm saying? So that's when it started to dawn on me because I was like, okay, I see what's going on. What's your advice for like, you know, artists, producers, different people trying to come in the industry, you know what I'm saying? Would you say to stay independent? Because, you know, it's kind of hard being out there to make it by yourself, right? Funding-wise, whatever. Or would you say to go, you know, majors and everything, you know what I mean?
Independent.
Yeah.
For sure, independent. Because, for one, what the fuck you need a label for if you can do it yourself?
Yeah.
I got 1,500 beats on my phone. I don't even need a studio. I pay my phone bill. And I go cut hair. I can go anywhere. I can go from here to California and cut hair. Who won't tell me I can't cut hair? This is stuff that is back to what I'm saying. We gotta start getting into us being that machine because at the end of the day, we're the ones that are making them millions.
Right.
While we're getting peanuts. We taking the risk, we can get shot, stabbed, killed.
Like even shout out to Bobby Schmurda, you know, Brooklyn. But I just saw a post, you know what I'm saying, like that hot nigga song, whatever, because I was like one of the hottest songs that was coming out, everything, you know what I'm saying, it was real, it was reproduced, it was streamed, it was reproduced, the dancing, all of that, everything, remember? And that shit grossed 200 million, and like he only got 200,000, you know what I'm saying? So like that's like a perfect thing to think about for all these artists that like running around, like trying to, you know, but I feel like the answer to it is when collectively artists know their worth collectively and stop signing these deals. But when you got people that will sell out and sign a deal, it even makes an artist that's a real artist like me, when you see, yo, how the fuck, oh, this nigga, it's like that's the devil literally playing on your it's like, it's the spell. It's literally a spell because even though you strong, so I know motherfuckers that ain't in the spiritual rhythm that I'm in, the degrees that I'm on, nigga, you getting wiped out, nigga. And at the end of the day, like you said, you don't got your lawyer or you don't know how to read a contract for yourself. But even in sense, I done got contracts to me, right? And then I know how to break that contract down where I don't even need a lawyer. That shit was bullshit. Bullshit. What is you talking about with this? What is this? Whatever, blah, blah, blah. You gotta know how to look up this and break that down. Like you said, one word, perpetual, could mean they own your whole motherfucking shit to the end, from here to all different galaxies that they create, bro.
Here's the trickery. And they gotta understand this. Law dictionary is way different than the regular dictionary.
That's a fact.
So what you think you read ain't what the fuck you read. I'm telling you. This is why it's important to have a lawyer. Because a lawyer knows the law dictionary versus the regular dictionary. That's how they fuck you. Every contract you get from any label, the first contract, if you got no lawyer, is an execution contract. A lawyer will tell you that.
What is an execution contract?
They fuck you over your publishing, 90% of your publishing in most cases, 100% of your publishing in most cases. They 360 deals in some cases, in majority of cases now, where they get, if you do a Spike commercial, they got it. If you motherfucking at a bar mitzvah, you get $1,000, they want a piece of that.
Yeah.
You understand? They get everything, they
that you do, they get a
recuperate
percentage
everything, the whole circle.
But that usually happens to artists that want to sign for that 5 million, that 10 million, that 20, whatever the case may be.
Well, yeah.
Correct?
Well, if them deals ain't like that, the only person I think that had the most extravagant deal is Keisha Cole. She had a $20 million deal that she inked with a 360 deal. That's lucrative. If you're not signing that, what the fuck are you doing it for? And again, and most times when you got a lawyer, you can finagle where you can get a deal where you're doing a partnership. You're not you're not under contract, but you're a partner with that said entity because you come to the table with this amount of people. If you just allow them to eat with
like
you.
A distribution
You let them, you allow them to
like
eat
a distribution
with
deal.
Right. So whatever part that you need from that said company, all right, boom, we'll give you this amount of right. We own the right to this. If you would like to do a partnership with us, boom, boom, boom.
So you got a single deal, a label deal, distribution deal, which distribution deal now is like more digital, where they put your stuff online. Like even with those type of deals, you gotta ask yourself, why would I sign a distribution deal with Sony or all these Def Jam or whatever, when I could sign with CD Baby, DistroKid, and they only taking 20%.
United Masters.
You know what I'm saying? United Masters, etc. All of those type of joints, but they only gotta take a little 20% or whatever.
Or Rap Chat too.
And then, all these
they
new
got
joints
Rap
are coming
Chat.
out. But I wouldn't really suggest jumping on the bandwagon of new joints because they not solidified.
Right.
CD Baby is the originator. I'm with CD Baby. They the originator of it. They've been doing it for years. They got a customer service rep that you can reach. You know what I'm saying? It's only a one-time fee. You know, you gotta do your due diligence when picking your distributor. You know what I'm saying? Don't just pick it because your boy's on it. You know what I'm saying?
TuneCore, CD Baby, the best way to go, like you said.
Like they
But
tell us the package, they got
DistroKid helps you get your blue check though. That's what people don't know. You get enough articles off of just being off DistroKid. That's how you get the blue check without paying for it.
Okay.
Like, actual write-ups that's like on certain
All
publications.
you gotta do is
That's a
reach the
fact.
people. You can reach the people and create your own fan base and do it yourself, but then you got shit like the fuck shit where they try to kill you if you don't go sign with them, or they lock you up like Tory Lanez because you sold a million sunsets by yourself. And then they blackball you for
like with the Tory Lanez thing, I feel like they definitely like saw that he cracked the industry. So like, there's definitely a truth to that. Like he did something with the crypto thing. It was an innovative type of deal, like where the actual property, it was like it actually was built. Like let's say you bought it at this price, it was like. And the price was going, the value was going up of the actual shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's amazing. But shout out to Tory Lanez, boy. That boy definitely fire. You know what I'm saying? I was looking to want to work with that boy. You know what I'm saying? But that's foul. That's a whole other thing. We're going into the big and style thing. That shit seemed like a little bit like some was suspicious with that. You know what I mean?
I mean, to be honest with you,
like Rock Nation.
It's not
like
the whole thing stink. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing stink because you know what the real.
Like I saw his father he was actually blaming Jay-Z for that.
I mean, even if it was, but then still, like how the time is so the timing is weird. Like, come on, like it is what it is. But and this is why it's best to do a partnership with a label instead of going out on your own and that's
Speaking of Megan Thee Stallion, like now she actually just did a partnership with Warner Brothers. Right now, like when she's keeping like a lot of her publishing and owning like the rights to her masters, like actually right now. I sent you that, remember?
Yeah,
that's a fact. So
like you gotta.
It's just weird that when something bad goes wrong with somebody and the other person involved in that, then they start to get the best deal in the world because nobody got that deal. You feel me? We already know that. Like, that's why I told you, say get a lawyer. Sometimes even with the lawyers, they not getting those deals. But Megan Thee Stallion is established artist.
You gotta get a lawyer that actually
So
knows
that's what
the
you gotta
job.
do.
That's what I'm saying.
You gotta get a lawyer that got a personal.
Do you think on your first deal you could get that type of Megan Thee Stallion deal? No, you have to be proven to a certain extent, correct?
No. Listen, a lawyer, my old lawyer, I don't want to put the name out of who he had, but he discovered this individual. My first entertainment lawyer.
Oh, you're talking about entertainment lawyer?
Yeah, entertainment lawyer.
Okay.
He discovered this individual, and he
You gotta get somebody that's fucking, when it comes to entertainment lawyer, you just gotta get
yeah,
somebody
he's
that's
powerful.
motivated.
Yeah, somebody, no. He has to have
They
a
gotta
track
be
record of
powerful
who he
and
worked with.
motivated.
Whoever he worked with determines on how whose relationship with
Yeah,
them
fact.
big companies.
Right.
So what I'm saying is he discovered this one individual. First album sold 14 million. All he wanted before the album was sold in Put Me Down As I. On your album, this one album that I discovered you, they didn't do it. Guess what? Every album that person brought out thus far, he gets paid and his name on that album. Even if he had nothing to do it. He's not even an entertainment anymore. Not only that, he sued the shit out of it.
Who sued the shit out of who?
Simon Rose sued the shit out of that artist because they didn't put that.
But he told
that
him
was
he
in
agreed
contract.
to do it? He agreed to do it?
Yes, they signed a contract stating that they were going to put down, which he discovered her and her sister. Right?
Yeah.
He still was working with the sister. He showed me 8 by 10 pictures of the sister. But
You told me about that. I know what's up.
Yeah.
You don't want to name the name.
No.
Actually,
Not
the name,
because my lawyer,
the
he
artist.
wasn't even supposed to tell me his people. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's from a lawyer. He wasn't supposed to tell me who he represented.
Right.
This is what I'm trying to tell you. But how our deal played out, we got 5 niggas begging for us. That nigga knew what the fuck he was doing. You understand what I'm saying? You don't have 5 niggas that just got Power 99 experience.
He's not a lawyer no more?
He's still a lawyer.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's still a lawyer. Because the people that he represents still out. Yeah, big names. And that person that he sued had 4 lawyers.
You think his price is still the same or his price probably went up?
Right, went up to China, the economy different. Economy different. We're talking about 90, I think we signed our deal in 99. 99, so yeah. And we had a run from 94 to 99 before we got signed. So we had a filing. You know, they knew us from the roots.
Right.
And the roots, they showed the food, we got to open up for them, and we was always around them. Or, you know, because we all friends.
So what artists in Philly that's females that you work with and everything?
Well, up until the artists, I'm trying to...
I heard you got a little background with EVE.
Eve.
Rough Riders, you already know.
This was around that time. I think I was just before I was going to night school. I had got locked up in my 12th grade year. I got locked up in William Penn. So I had to get 2 credits because I didn't finish that school year. But I had to get 2 credits to go on. I wanted to go to college. I wanted to go to community college. So I had to go to night school. So I went there and I had phys ed and math. I had to take that. And Ben Franklin, that's another high school that was doing the night school for William Penn. This is where I already knew Eve, but this is where I ran back into her. And she was telling me she was going to LA to meet Dr. Dre. And she needed some ideas for a song.
Right.
And titles.
The Aftermath deal.
Yeah. And I was like, damn.
So this is after Rough Riders? This is before Rough Riders that she was signed to?
She was with Dr. Dre before she went to Rough Riders. Then got back with Dr. Dre after Rough Riders.
She was with Dr. Dre before Rough Riders? I didn't know that.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
He was
I thought she was signed to Rough Riders first.
I'm gonna tell you how it went. It went Ram Squad. No, it went L Nation first.
Yeah.
L Nation was an unheard of group, an unsigned group that was in Philly.
Yeah.
And then went from them to her hanging with Ram Squad. There's another unsigned group that's from Philadelphia. Okay. She was just in there like hyping and doing shit like that, right? Then from there, she was freelancing, trying to get herself together. She actually had a partner named Jennifer.
Yeah.
When she was with L Nation.
Right.
That didn't pan out. They sound damn good, but I don't know how they pan out, but it was pan out. And from there, when Tommy Hill was going through what he was going through, the mafia, whatever they got caught up in, she left the niggas alone. Like anybody else would, they ain't want nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's when she started freelancing her music, or that she raps, and she wanted to get into that world.
Yeah.
As far as her meeting certain producers up there, I wasn't around her for that. I was around before that. So we were in night school,
Right.
and she was telling me about this thing with LA. She's going out there to meet some people. She needs some song. So I went to my little math class. After class, I seen her again in the hallway or outside or something. I was smoking a cigarette, and I gave her 3 verses and a chorus. And the name of the song was Eve of Destruction. I said, your name is Eve Jennifer. You might as well call it Eve of Destruction. And I don't think she used the chorus. I do believe they referenced my verses and mixed it in with whoever. I believe her cousin was writing for her, mainly through her career.
So like Eve, she's not a writer.
No,
Huh?
no, she's just a face.
I thought
She loves hip hop. No, she's hip hop to the core, but as far as that penciling in those hits, that's not her penciling in those hits.
Wow, I really thought she did.
Her cousin was penciling in a lot of her shit.
Yeah. So
a lot of
Nikki really writes her shit though.
I don't know Nikki. I don't know Nikki.
her
Brown.
specifically, right?
I don't know. Only Nikki I knew was D. Prosper's sister, and that was on the other thing. She rapped and she wrote her shit. That was a female. D. Prosper used to be an A&R director at Gene, and then he works at Def Jams. I don't know if he's still there, but chilled with his sister. I didn't even know him. I just know him from her. But
So like with Jean Grey and everything, like
her, and that's part. I had a group that I tried to write for. A friend of mine named O.E. He actually shot the Ballin' remix that Jim Jones did.
Yeah.
Every girl that was in that video was his shorties. Like he moved to Atlanta. He's from Philadelphia. He's a producer. I met him through Kenny Whitehead in the Whitehead Brothers.
So he had multiple chicks at the same time that he was.
He was a playboy. He was the type of dude.
He'll have multiple chicks individually.
I'm gonna tell you how he did it.
Yeah.
You gotta listen to listen. He used to get bitches the same as a target. So every bitch, he had a barber shop that was around 3 universities in Atlanta. So when he was getting them is first, because he cut hair, he was like, oh, I arch your eyebrows for a month free, just to get the women to come. He was a playboy. That's what he did. He would arch the women's eyebrows for free for a month or 2, get the business popping, and when you get the business popping, you crack on the bitches. Bitches love you doing the eyebrow shop. So then it goes from me getting a couple come over to the crib, oh, let me get your pictures, take a picture. You know, I'm a photographer, he taking pictures, right?
Yeah.
He started getting so much publicity off of taking pictures that he stopped cutting. He had a whole studio, he stopped making beats. So he's just focusing on putting these girls in videos.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People,
Like music videos?
I need 4 chunks, music videos.
Yeah.
That's how he got the score for Ballin' Reviews. He's actually on the MTV joint. He's a guy, he running around, a light-skinned dude. He had an afro, a little short afro, looked like, he looked a little bit like, what's the bull? Ludacris. He reminded me of Ludacris a little bit.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's how as long as I know him, he's always like that. But that turned into a career. By him trying to get smuts and all that, or get pictures, taking pictures of Jones, video vixens, he became famous for doing that in real estate. He was like, yo, I'm making, this is my money a month. I ain't cutting hair no more. When he left from Philly, when he came back, he had a bubble out of Benz. I knew it was serious. But at this time, I was on probation. I couldn't go back. I would have went back. Because I was cutting hair and I was rapping and I was trying to produce. Like, when I was doing the same thing with Ty hair, I was doing that. Oh, do beat like this, do beat like that. Until the equipment he had, I forget what he was using. He had a Sonic keyboard, an ASR keyboard. I had a little experience with that. Actually, the Wu-Tang first album was done on Sonic, so just to let you know what that piece is capable of doing. 36 Chambers was done off of that piece.
Oh, really?
You know what I'm saying? In fact, yes. That's when they put the cartridge in. To load your sounds and load the song up and put it like a floppy disk.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? You download your sound banks to the joint with that. You know what I'm saying?
It's on like 5%.
Oh, it's much.
You got 53 minutes.
So the whole thing is, you know, that's how that happened with him. You know what I mean? But who was talking about? The type of people I knew and working with.
Yeah, June Grant.
Yeah,
Did you mention it?
I don't know. I actually, that happened because of the beat. But as far as another artist, now, a Jaguar, I submitted some beats. That's a good
Shout out
friend of
to
mine.
Jaguar, right? You know
You know what I mean? We just got back into each other's circle. And always respect and admire her voice,
Yeah, she's a hell of a
her
singer,
character, and she sings with a passion that's different.
Yeah.
And I actually did 4 tracks. I'm probably going to work on more than 4, but I did 4 as a profile and submitted them to her. She's actually going to work with Mac Dub on a couple of songs that he's working on also.
Okay.
So I'm working on both projects, and I'm of course working on your project.
Right.
And now it's just trying to, like I said, consistency and staying relevant and in the mix. Like you gotta have consistency and creativity working together.
Right.
Now there's something's gonna
Yeah,
fall off.
definitely on the album. That's the subtitle. My name is Aaron McBride. So the project is called Book of Aaron McBride 777. You know, and it's definitely a more of a something that like I always, because I'm God body, and I always find myself in different debates about different stuff, but I never really, like sometimes you see it more in the podcast, like right here it comes out because that's what we talk about, we build it. But within the music, you hear it, but you don't really, it's not full throttle. So this is gonna be, for people who really know me, they're gonna say, yo, this is really him on this music, you know what I'm saying? The spiritual side of different things, elements like so much different things. You know, I got the Low Attraction album. I've always been like doing my thing in that lane, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, you know, even within that era of like all the gangster shit, and that's still going on now, but like, you know, that was the era. It's like I always felt like I'm the type of person that a lot of people, they want to talk on records what they do. Before, even now, so it's even worse than me. Like that shit's a whole nother level. How people snitch on themselves, talk to the, you know, say everything in their music or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Right. Just to get people, it's just weird. It's a weirdo shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not mafia, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm Megastar Mafia, we don't do that. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we don't want to be associated with it because that could bring us down too, within that, you know what I'm saying? So what it is like, you gotta remember that them people that control the industry, they want you to push a certain narrative. That's why they actually paying you to have influence over, you know what I'm saying, like a Sexy Red, like, you know, or different people, not just her, we don't want to single her, but multiple different females in the industry, you know, twerking and doing this, and then you got little girls, like damn near, like they don't even know what they're doing. They twerking, just trying to follow you, thinking it's cool. You know what I'm saying? So that could go for dudes like, yo, selling drugs, doing this. You know what I mean? It's conspiracy that say that niggas that was rapping at that time, that's why a lot of niggas that was locked up, because you're not showing. Some of these people not even really selling drugs. They investing in stocks. They got businesses. They got this. But you still talking about you moving kilos. So you deceiving your listener. Like you getting your money from this, but you getting your money from clothes. You getting your money from movies. You getting your money from this. You dig what I'm saying? You started off like that, but you wasn't no fucking Kingpin. You wasn't no Pablo Escobar. You wasn't no Griselda. Cut that shit out, man.
Right.
You feel me? But now we at a different elevation where a person can rap about what they want to, whatever it is, and it could really pop. Just for being real, bro. Yes. If you independent, you go viral because it's a sensational thing that people not giving. You dig what I'm saying?
People in the world.
Authentic.
There's 8 billion people in the world. 8 billion. Somebody gonna buy it. Even if you think about it this way, if it's 8 billion people in the world,
what it is marketing. What it is marketing, bro. If you don't know how to market yourself, then you can, you know, that's what people gotta learn right there. We gotta start learning how to market ourselves, set up those ads, you know, do different things. Like, even within that rhythm, I find it is hard. Shout out to everybody that's listening, you know what I'm saying? If y'all know some real reputable, you know, marketing companies that know how to really push and brand, you know, artists that's independent, you know, definitely reach out to us because we got a lot of artists that's really looking because a lot of people getting burnt. It was a company, I actually forgot the name because I do want to shout them out. They actually just did some whack shit. They was promoting my Spotify. They had worked with Black China, Trippie Redd, and a lot of other different people. You know what I'm saying? So show me the offices. It was lit. They had people working in there like on some. They was like Pakistani and stuff. You know what I mean? From LA. But they didn't even do their job, bro. At the end of the day, you feel me? Now I'm disputing the charges and all this. It's like frivolous stuff. Like when you trying to come up as an independent artist, the one thing that I can say is that it's like trial and error. You gotta risk sometimes fucking with a person, you know what I'm saying? But when you with a label, they already know, yo, we already went through them. And I feel like sometimes people like these companies, they try to play with an independent artist sometimes more than they'll play with a label. You feel me?
Well, I mean, they're not gonna play with an independent. I mean, as long as you, my thing is, right now, we can't look at back in 90 to now.
Yeah,
because
we're talking about right now.
It's all about
as trying to find, like right now, if you don't got nobody to say, yo, I fuck with this marketing company, they're legit. Then you just try to go on Fiverr, go on Facebook, go on different things. People offering a promotion shit, but then it's like it's not really real. It's not real views. It's like
it's best to learn
robots.
it. I think it's best to learn it. Like from this standpoint, we can't get into trusting too many people with your product.
Right.
It's cover as much ground as you can yourself and with individuals that's willing to ride and shown that they're willing to ride and work something out to where it could be a mechanism. 2 hits are better than 1, 3 are better than 2. So the more hits you got that's on the same path that you know for sure is going to work and their work ethic is cool and again, they have consistency.
Like, I feel like in that situation, you get a person that know what they're doing, you put them down, yo, you're going to be a part of my marketing team. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Or they can
so when you win, they win. That's how you got to set it up.
They could have went to college took a trade, you know, have experience.
So we looking to build our marketing team, our marketing department. If you got a degree in marketing, or you study marketing, or you on your dean with the marketing, hit us up, because we definitely looking to build a team with the marketing.
Exactly. It's time again, like I said, it's time. Because if you come out with a label, there's only 2 things they want you to do: drill rap or ratchet rap. You're not signing nobody else. And drill and ratchet rap is degrading us as a people. This is why I talk about the pictures that I've had with the peace and the black power, because you got to bring it back to where we were at. You know what I'm saying?
Even right now, there's no artist development also too. Like, basically right now, like I saw a post that said the last artists that really had artist development was J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, and Drake.
But they still got the dummy factor. How could you not have artist development with the dummy factor? The dummy factor is from the ages from ranging who's buying the music. From 6 to 12, from 12 to 14, 14 to 18. You know what I mean? These are the people that they're trying to entrap. A 6-year-old. Right. Yeah. That's why you see these little kids, little girls dancing all fresh, and little boys running around with wads of money and cell phones like they drug dealers. This is what they're trying to do. Right. So it's not just about music, it's about the generational shit that they're gonna fuck up years to come. Yeah. Years to come. It's not about, that's why they...
Low frequency, low vibration.
Everything is messed up. So,
you know what I mean?
You need artist development.
We kings, we queens, we gods. You know what I'm saying? We the original man, the cream of the crop. You know what I'm saying? So right now they're using technology, different spells, different things to keep you down. You know what I'm saying? They're keeping your frequency down through the foods that you eat. They're keeping your frequency down through the music, the movies, and Instagram, social media included. You dig what I'm saying? Like, it's like the algorithms. You know what I'm saying? You look at one thing, they start feeding you that, like, you know what I'm saying? So, and that also, in China, they don't have the same algorithms as us. Like, they have algorithms of, yo, this kid graduated. This kid won martial arts. This kid is. I saw in China the kids is in school like little kids breaking down the gun, putting it back together quick, like everybody in class doing that. Over here you talk about that's child abuse. You know what I'm saying? This is different. Like we really are so far back. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Could you imagine that? That's a big difference. You know what I'm saying? So it's what you glorify that a person feel like, yo, I could get 1,000, 100,000 views twerking or trying to beef with this person, or why we gotta always beef with each other, bro?
Right,
you don't see
right.
rock stars beefing with this dude just to get millions of views. Why we gotta do
And
that?
if they do, it's behind the scenes.
Like this
Because I'm
shit.
pretty sure Guns N' Roses probably at one point didn't like Nirvana, or Nirvana didn't like Kiss, but you never hear about it. You understand what I'm saying? So we're not gonna take it from human beings being human beings. We're gonna have clashing parts, but it's like with us, we go on every
And
social
sometimes it's
media.
fake too. What about that? That's even more disgusting. Like, if
What's
it's
that?
real, it's real. Because I ain't gonna say that. Like, you know, that's one thing I always say. Somebody get at me, we gonna get it in. You feel me?
Yeah.
But because that's just a part of the element and everything. And that's another thing too. Like beefing with people who like, is it gonna be staying on wax, or is this person gonna try to, you know what I'm saying, do something where you can actually catch a case, or you gotta catch it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you gotta
What
all
situations
these
like
is
that
different
be?
elements that's going on right now when you're
People
dealing
make it
with rap versus hip hop. You dig what I'm saying? Those are two different things. Rap and hip hop. If you're dealing with somebody got a hip hop mind, we could get it out, we could do what we do. And there's a certain element of respect within that where you can even be like, yo, you know what, you got that. But niggas start talking about fuck your kids and do this. And it gets to a different element, you feel me? Or if it's some real spin-off street shit that got to do with that, that shit could go. It's over, you feel me?
Right,
So,
right.
you know what I mean?